Even like my best friend, she was like, Chris, you're definitely pregnant. But I'm like, no, me? Pregnant? Girl, bye. Hello everyone, happy Mommy Monday and welcome to my channel. I am Christina Danielle and today's video is going to be so cute, you guys. So I'm just sharing with you guys how I found out I was pregnant and the events that led up to that. I can't wait to just share this information with you all, and also I will add in some maybe some ultrasound pictures, maybe some pictures of me when I was pregnant. But before I go ahead and get into this story time, stop what you're doing if you're not subscribed and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It's free, it's easy, it's simple. Just hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you're notified every time I upload. And if you are a subscriber, thank you all so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. So if you want to hear the story time, see some pictures and videos of, continue watching. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get some backstory. Prior to me becoming pregnant, I had a plan. This life was gonna go this way. I was gonna have a baby this way. My boyfriend at the time, he's my fiance now, like we're gonna do this, and this. And as you moms probably know, once you have a kid, all your little plans kind of go out the window. Like now it's all about the baby. So when I first found out I was pregnant was late September of 2016. If you are near like North Carolina or the coast like I am, you remember Hurricane Matthew. Now Hurricane Matthew was a Category 5 hurricane. It was horrible, it was destructive. Basically our apartment flooded. The water was about to our knees. I will insert, if I still have footage, I'll put it like right here in the video so you guys can see it. It was really bad. It was a rough time. It was very emotional. You know, I had never really lost everything like that, you know, and you know, you're sitting in the house and you just see all your stuff floating around. I mean, it was really rough to see. So nevertheless, you know, our apartment flooded. It was so bad. So maybe 2 weeks after that, I began to feel a little funny. I was just like, man, you know, oh my God. So at this point, you know, we're trying to renovate our apartment. You know, you think about consider mold. We also at this time we had the 3 dogs. So you know, if you don't know, I have 3 pit bulls and a cat. So we're having to like walk through the water to get to land so that our dogs can use the bathroom. It was too late at this point for us to evacuate because we didn't know that the hurricane was going to be of that nature. So basically we're still in the house at this point and we're still cleaning and getting the house back right. So when I started feeling nauseous, I was like, you know, it's the hurricane. It's, you know, it's the
mold, like, oh my God, the mold. So I was just feeling
very sick, like I was just very sick. And I didn't pay any attention of it, you know. So at this point, we had some damage. So our landlord had to do some renovations to our apartment. So me and my fiance went to my mother-in-law's house, and she didn't have any, because she's in Charlotte, she didn't have any type of damage of that nature, but my mom did. So we went to her house and stayed. Now while we were there, my boobs were very sore, like to the point where it's just ridiculous. I'm sleeping all day, like I'm so exhausted. It was just horrible. And then you guys, my fiance wanted TGI Fridays. And prior to this, like, I love spinach dip. Like, spinach dip was my world. Like, you know, the Friday spinach dip that you can get from like Food Line, I would kill this stuff. So I looked at it and completely I completely lost it. Like blah 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 blah. And I love spinach dip. Now at this point, nothing in my head crossed that I was pregnant. There's no way that it was just like, girl, you can't be pregnant. And honestly, you guys, like, I didn't think I could get pregnant. I really didn't. Like, I was actually considering in my head ways like in vitro that I can still have kids, because, you know, if you don't know, you guys, like, I'm 28. So it's like, hey, either you're gonna have them now or you're gonna have to wait and you ain't gonna have no kids. So And we weren't trying to have a child at all. Like, you know, that was not in my plan. You know, like I told you in the beginning, that's not in my plan. So, you know, the spinach dip, the sore boobs, and as I'm brushing my teeth, I'm gagging. I'm like, at this point, still, it does not cross like, Christina, girl, or to Christina, you're pregnant. So, my boyfriend, at the end of our stay there, he's like, you're definitely pregnant. And then another thing, like, my mother-in-law was sick too. She was sick too. So I was just like, well, we both have a cold or some type of little virus. Oh my God. So I just didn't think nothing of it. So my fiance was like, you're pregnant. And then another thing too, my male dog, one of my male dogs, Deuce, he was very protective over me. Like, he didn't want anyone too close to me. He was always by my feet. Still, at this point, still, you guys, nothing. Nothing. Still nothing has clicked that I'm pregnant at this point. So finally, my fiance has like a friend over there in the living room talking. I ended up taking a pregnancy test. I'm like, you know, I was just like, you know what? Let me just take this test so this boy can stop bothering me. Y'all, as I'm sitting in there on the toilet, just sitting there looking at the thing, it said pregnant just as short as day. Like, y'all, I was so shocked. Like, you know how you just shocked and you just sit there and stare at something like, is this really? Y'all, I even was like shaking the thing. I was even shaking the stuff to see, like, is this really real? So me, in denial, I was like, you know what? Let me take another one. Like, y'all, it was like a 3-pack. So I'm still like in shock. So then my fiance is out there in the living room talking to his friend, and they just sit here going back and forth. And I'm going in and out of the bathroom. Like, I'll go in the room, and then I'll go in the bathroom to see if it changed from pregnant to not pregnant. And then I will go back in there. So I know at this point he's thinking like, what is this girl doing? So he finishes talking, and I'm like, Tyree, like, I'm pregnant. And his, like, he kind of was like excited. Like, I was the one.
And I was like, oh my God, my life. Oh my mom.
At this point, I'm like 26, 27, like, I'm grown. Like, I'm grown. And I'm just like, oh my life. My mom's gonna kill me. Oh my God. Oh no. And I'm like the dramatic one in the relationship. Tyree's very calm, cool, collective. Like, he's just like, he don't really, if he's stressing, it's internal. Like, he's just chill. He's just a chill person. So I'm just like, oh, he's like, listen, we're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna work out. There's no need to stress. And I'm just like, how? Oh my God. Like, oh my God. Yeah, I was totally freaking out. But that's definitely how I found out I was pregnant. I thought it was a virus. But if you're watching this and you're not a mom yet, and your boobs are sore, and you're gagging over simple things, and you have animals that are stuck up on you all the time, you might be pregnant, girl. So go ahead and take that pregnancy test. So once I found out I was pregnant, of course, you know, you think like prenatal care, because that's another thing. You know, we were in this house and mold, and you think about all this stuff, like you go into maternal instinct instantly. Like, I'm like, oh my God, you know, I have to check up on my baby. He's perfectly fine. Parenting is truly like a blessing. If you have the ability to be a mom, it truly is a blessing. I love being Hendrick's mom. You know, he's just awesome. Like, you just seeing your baby develop from like this little infant that like needs you for everything to now like he's walking. That's another thing, you guys. Hendrix is walking. So I will also right now go ahead and put in the clip of Hendrix walking. I'm such like a proud mom. But yeah, so that's my story of how I found out I was pregnant. It was crazy, like, oh my God. Thank you guys so much for watching, you know, and hearing my story. That's my story, and it was awesome. Yeah, with all of those signs, it's crazy that it did not click in my head like, girl, you were pregnant. Even like my best friend, she was like, Chris, you're definitely pregnant. But I'm like, no, me? Pregnant? Girl, bye. Like, I got trees down in my backyard. I got like a flooded apartment. Like, I'm finna graduate. That's another thing. Like, I was like, I want to graduate school. I don't want to be a statistic of like black women. And I was just a mess. So I definitely wobbled across the stage for my college graduation. I'll definitely insert a clip of that, of some pictures of my graduation. But yeah, I was like across. But yeah, it's just crazy. I have so. It's just crazy. It's crazy how life works, especially considering that I didn't think I could have a baby at all. Thank you all so much for, if you continue to watch my whole video, thank you so much. Since Hendrix is a year old, I don't know, it's crazy. This year's went by super fast. From me going to not even knowing I was pregnant, to being in denial, to accepting it, to having him, to him being a year old now, it's definitely crazy. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know down in the comments, how did you find out that you were pregnant with your baby? So thank you all so much, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.